Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is JT Judgment and welcome to the very first video on my brand new channel. Now, as you can see from the screen, the name of the video, the banner, this channel is going to be dedicated to the mobile app WWE Supercard. It's a game that I have thoroughly enjoyed playing ever since it came out, and I've been a huge fan ever since, basically. Now, I've seen a lot of people making videos on YouTube for a while now, and I thought to myself, you know what? Let's join everybody doing it. Let's see if I can do the same. Let's see if I can make good enough content for you guys to watch. And if the content is good enough for you to watch, then hopefully you guys can leave a like on the content, hit the subscribe button, and you will be notified whenever I do upload a new video. So as you can see on the screen, we're going to be logging in right now. We're in Season 2, as we all know by now. Most of you watching this probably know we're in Season 2. And like I said, I've been a player of this game ever since pretty much it came out. I think the game was out about 2 or 3 weeks when I discovered it. And I've been a massive fan ever since. If I go to the top, guys, and I show you guys my locker room, seeing as this is the very first video that I have done, it's not going to be much gameplay. It's just going to be giving you like my background, knowledge of the game, showing you guys my locker room, what cards I have and whatnot. So as you can see, if I go to filter, what do we got? We got Survivor. Okay, the only Survivor card that I really have is a chair that I have never really got rid of. Don't really want to keep it. I just keep forgetting to get rid of it. And then this John Cena card, I'm not getting rid of, because for those of you that have been around since Season 1, you will know that this is a ladder reward and you have to play a hell of a lot of games to get this card. So, plus the design of it and the picture of John Cena, I think it looks badass, and I really like it. I'm not going to be getting rid of it anytime soon. That is for damn sure. Now, if I go to WrestleMania tier, you will see that I have some pretty awesome cards, pretty much the best cards in the WrestleMania tier. We've got Shawn Michaels as a fusion, nothing really too special about that because you can get him pretty much any time you have the cards. But then you have the one-time only event cards, Undertaker Ring Domination card, one of the only Ring Domination cards from Season 1, Daniel Bryan, John Cena PCC, which is one of my favourites, if not my favourite card, to be honest, from Season 1. It's just the background image, the design is just badass. I love it to bits. And for those of you that watching this that have this PCC Pro card, I'm pretty confident in saying you will feel exactly the same. Randy Orton, PCC, Sami Zayn, Ring Domination. You've got all these. I've pretty much got all the PCC cards from Season 1, apart from John Cena, I think it was. John Cena with this, fiery, flamey background. And I think who did he win against? I think it was the last WrestleMania PCC in Season 1. Who the hell did he come up against? My mind's gone blank. Seth Rollins. Was it? Hang on, no. Was it Seth Rollins? I think it was Seth Rollins, actually. He beat Seth Rollins. That was the only PCC in WrestleMania tier that I did not get the Pro for. I just saw the news. Something new was happening to the game. I didn't want to get it, to be honest, because I had good enough cards already and I needed a bit of a break from the game, if I'm being honest. But other than that, every PCC in the WrestleMania tier I went for. Road to Glory, pretty much every single Road to Glory I've done and completed. Some of them are not in my locker room right now because I have trained them away, because they're pretty much useless. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, I still had the Survivor Road to Glory Dean Ambrose, Survivor Road to Glory Roman Reigns, Survivor Road to Glory Nikki Bella. There's loads of the stuff that I had in my locker room I just had to get rid of because they were taking up space and I was hitting the card limit so often. It was kind of getting frustrating, We got Neville, the PCC Ziggler, the horrible looking Kane card. When this was actually first announced, I actually thought to myself, wow, we've got a pretty decent looking Kane card here. But then I realised, the more I looked at it, I just disliked it the more and more that I had it in my locker room, basically. So Kane, I'm going to be training him away at some point. The question is when, really, when I get round to it, basically. Seth Rollins, Triple H, and then we have the pride and joy in my locker room right now, guys. PCC Pro Page. Oh my god. For those of you that have been around since WrestleMania Season 1, if you have this pro card, or if you went for this pro card to get it, you guys will know exactly how hard and tiring it was to get this card. I mean, PCCs back in WrestleMania tier in Season 1 were nothing compared to what they are now in Season 2. I mean, in Season 2, you can get the single card for about 4,000 or 5,000 points. This Pro PCC page took nearly 30,000 points to get into the category needed to get the Pro card. Yeah. It is crazy. So no time soon am I going to be getting rid of this page card, because I look at it and I look back and I see what I had to go through to get this card. Oh my god, no. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. I love this card and I hate this card at the same time, because I love that I played enough to be able to get such a sought-after card, but I hate the card so much at the same time because I had to go through so much bloody stress to get the card, you know? Oh, but anyway, we got Brie Bella, regular WrestleMania, to rotate between these two girls in Season 1 King of the Ring if I end up doing one. Cameron is my most recent winning from a Season 1 King of the Ring. And then we got the two Blassies. I'll actually lock that for now. We got the two Blassies who were in my King of the Ring. We got the random Paul Bearer, really, Josh? Paul Heyman and Bobby Heenan. Now, if I go to my Season 2 cards, I've got every event card available so far. We've got Finn Balor, Road to Glory, Sting, Road to Glory. We've got the PCC Ryback, PCC Undertaker, and then the most recent PCC Nikki Bella, looking oh so fine, I might add. Those stats and the picture look absolutely fantastic, and I'm really, really happy with what I've done to the card. Really good in power, decent in toughness, left speed alone, which I kind of do regret not adding at least one token to it, and then charisma, fantastic. Then we go to the regular WrestleMania, here I go. I've talked so much about WrestleMania so far, guys. I'm going to be calling legendary bloody WrestleManias. We've got The Rock, who I was so happy to get. One of the Rocks was my legendary freebie, and then the second Rock I had was one of the ladder rewards, so that was absolutely fantastic. Shawn Michaels, funny story, lucky story. I finished the Shawn Michaels in Ring Domination. That was one of the Shawn Michaels that I had in one of the previous Ring Dominations. And my King of the Ring that I was in at the time finished about an hour after me getting the first Shawn Michaels. Who did I get as the King of the Ring winning? The second Shawn Michaels, so that made me smile. That gave me a pro of Michaels straight away. So yeah, he's straight into my Road to Glory deck and straight into my Ring Domination deck. We've got two pros of John Cena's. One I've made good in power, charisma and toughness, and the other I focused on just power and charisma because I wanted to see what his stats would be like, and he hit 1600 in power and charisma, which was what I was hoping he would do. Brock Lesnar, very, very, very good card. I'm actually surprised he is not better than Cena, because if you compare both Cenas, Brock beats him in power, toughness and speed on both cards. Granted, he kicks his ass in charisma. Cena does kick his ass in charisma, but Brock's obviously the better card because he wins in 3 stats. But anyway, Seth Rollins, you got Triple H, you got 2 Edges, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Rusev, Goldust. We got loads and loads of singles as well. We got obviously the Bray Wyatt. If you look at the blogging bonuses, I'll be getting a pro with him in a month. Whether or not he'll be useful if the new tier is released, I don't know. And then we got a couple of supports as well. We've got a bunch of epic pros and singles, but at my point of the game, really the only thing they're going to be useful for is a fusion chamber, if it is going to be released anytime soon. We're just going to have to wait and see, guys. Now, I am not currently in a King of the Ring as of right now, but I'm going to be putting something on your screen right about now, guys. For those of you that are in the WrestleMania... Oh, you're right, bloody go again. Legendary. For those of you that are in the Legendary tier, in Season 2, when you start a King of the Ring, there is a certain handful of people that you do not want to see in your King of the Ring, because their decks are absolutely ridiculous. You know, the people that are known to be really good in this game: Edward, JB, Super Zombie God Barbecue, Jonathan, loads of people. There's loads of people that you don't want to see. And one of my most recent King of the Rings, guys, I was unlucky enough to be matched up with the one and only Super Zomagard Barbecue. That's right, guys. He was in my King of the Ring. I'll be showing you the contenders brackets on the screen right about now. It was pretty much a breeze in the quarterfinals because I came up against the bot. In the semi-finals, I did get lucky enough to have the matchups called in my favour, and I went straight through. So it was me and JB in the final, and I beat him 2-0. The first game he was fully energized and the matchups were called in my favour. But I will say though, guys, the second game he was not energized because I think he was on holiday somewhere and he was busy and he didn't have time to energize the second time, which is a shame because I would have liked to see if I could beat him with his team fully energized every game. But a massive, massive shout out to him. Not that he needs it, because I'm pretty much sure that everybody that plays Supercard knows who JB is. But for my winnings, as the legendary card, I managed to get myself a Dolph Ziggler, and the epic. Who was the epic? I cannot remember who. I think it was Eve, which gave me a pro. I'm pretty sure it was Eve as the epic. So the winnings from that King of the Ring were useful. Not that Dolph makes a pro, but hopefully I'll get one very, very soon and make him a speed demon, which is what I'm going to do with his card. Just focus on speed. But yeah, guys, let me go through Road to Glory quickly. Obviously, I've got it. You've seen that I've got the Pro. This is my Road to Glory deck. We have got all the event cards at the top. We've got Rock, as you can see. It's pretty much insane. Really, the only thing I need to focus on is the Divas, because the only Diva, other than an event card that I have as a Pro, is Eve. And Eve is not the best of legendary pro divas to have. And then the other divas I have is Paige Epic Pro and Natalia Epic Pro as well. So I need to rack up the legendary diva pros as quickly as possible. But then again, saying that, whether or not a new tier is released very soon, we don't know. So that makes, you know, another mission of mine, should we say, to get divas of that tier as well. So we're going to have to wait and see, guys, and see whether or not a new tier is released anytime soon. But that's going to wrap up the very first video that I'm going to be doing today, guys. If you did enjoy this video, guys, and you would like to see more WWE Supercard content from me, leave a like on this video, guys, and hit the subscribe button today to be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Please take care from me, guys, and hopefully I will see you next time. Ta-da, guys.